Since you guys clearly liked my video on explaining Go Transit, I figured I'd be doing one of these videos for every transit agency in the GTA. So in today's video, I'm going to be explaining everything anyone would ever need to know about YRT. Now, why am I starting with YRT? Simple, it's the only agency I have enough footage for. So to start, what is YRT? YRT is short for York Region Transit and is the sole providing agency for the region of York, well besides Go Transit. It provides bus service to the cities of Vaughan, Markham, Richmond Hill, Aurora, Newmarket, and the towns of East Gwillimbury and Georgina. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to quickly touch on what Viva is. Some people see that YRT and Viva are often linked together and get confused, so allow me to explain. Viva is simply York Region Transit's bus rapid transit system. It is not its own agency and is operated by YRT. Viva has 4 lines: Viva Orange, Purple, Blue, and Yellow. The Orange line travels on Highway 7 West through the city of Vaughan. Viva Purple travels on Highway 7 East through the city of Markham. Viva Blue travels on Yonge Street through Richmond Hill, Aurora, and Newmarket. Viva has off-board fare payment at each station and operates on a proof-of-payment system, similar to the GO trains. You can expect buses on rush hour to come every 10 to 20 minutes depending on the line. So now that I've covered the basics and talked about Viva, I'm going to get into some hyper-specifics here. I'm essentially going to take each of the main cities and go over what transit routes, terminals, and GO transit connections exist in each city. So starting off with Vaughan, this city is served by the Viva Orange route as previously mentioned. Its terminals are all on Jane Street except for Promenade and are as follows: Major Mackenzie West Terminal at Jane and Major Mac, Vaughan Mills Terminal at Jane and Rutherford, VMC Station at Jane and Highway 7, and Highway 407 Station at Jane and Highway 407, and Promenade Terminal at Bathurst and Centre Street. The bus terminals are one of the cornerstones of York Region Transit, as that's where you can going to find a lot of bus connections and where most of the non-major buses will terminate. So, what are some of the important bus routes that operate in the city? Before I answer that question, I want to define important and unimportant routes. Important routes operate all day, frequency is irrelevant here. Unimportant routes operate on limited hours on limited days. So, our important routes are as follows here: 20 Jane, 165 Weston, 96/107 Keele, 105 Dufferin, 88 Bathurst, 4 Major Mackenzie, 85 Rutherford, 77 Highway 7, Viva Orange, 7 Martin Grove, and 320 Jane Express. Some unimportant routes include 360 Vaughan Mills Wonderland, 361 Nashville Express, and 13 Islington. Lastly, for Vaughan, its GO transit connections are found at Highway 407 Station, Rutherford GO, and Maple GO. Next up, Markham. Markham's only YRT terminal that isn't a GO train station is Cornell Terminal at Highway 7 and 9th Line. It is also served by Viva Purple/Purple A, as mentioned earlier. Before I get into unimportant routes, I want to mention that Markham has every single of the express buses that run on Highway 407 besides Route 361. That means routes 300, 301, 302, 303, 304, and 305 all serve Markham, but rush hour, peak direction only. So now the important routes: 25 Major Mackenzie, 16 16th Avenue, 1 Highway 7, Viva Purple, 2 Milliken, 102 Markham Road, 129 McCowan North, 8 Kennedy, 68B Warden, 24 Woodbine, 85 Rutherford, barely enters Markham, and 80 Elgin Mills. Some unimportant routes include 9 9th Line, 18 Burr Oak, 40 Unionville, and 14 14th Avenue. I do want to mention that I do think that 18 Burr Oak and 14 14th Avenue should really be operating all day, every day, as they're on some pretty major streets. Lastly, for Markham, the GO transit connections are at Cornell Terminal and Unionville, Centennial, Markham, and Mountjoy GO. Next up, Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill's 2 bus terminals are Richmond Hill Center and Bernard Terminal. Both are located on Yonge Street, with Richmond Hill Center being on Highway 7 and Bernard Terminal on Bernard Street. Richmond Hill's important routes are 99 Yonge, Viva Blue, 88 Bathurst, 90 Leslie, 80 Elgin Mills, 86 New Kirk Red Maple, 4 Major Mackenzie, and 91 Bayview. Some of its unimportant routes being 83 Trench, 81 Inspiration, and 87 Autumn Hill. Richmond Hill has only one main connection with GO Transit, that being at Richmond Hill Center and Langstaff GO, and also Richmond Hill GO, but that one only has a small terminal. For Aurora and Newmarket, I'm going to be merging them together as there's not a lot of info to go around here. The important routes here are Viva Blue, Viva Yellow, 98/99 Yonge, 57 Mullock, 33 Wellington, and 50 Queensway. Some unimportant routes are 52 Holland Landing, 56 Gorham Eagle, and 44 Bristol. The 2 main GO transit connections here are at the respective GO stations. Lastly, for this section of the video, we have the 3 towns that YRT serves, but very limited, starting with Stouffville. Stouffville is served by one YRT route, Route 9, 9th Line. It runs all day Monday to Friday and connects 14th Avenue in Markham to Cornell Terminal before going throughout Stouffville. Next, East Gwillimbury. The giant town of East Gwillimbury is served by Route 52 Holland Landing. This route serves Monday to Friday, rush hour only, and connects Newmarket Terminal to East Gwillimbury. Lastly, the township of Georgina. The township of Georgina is served by routes 50 Queensway and 51 Keswick. 50 Queensway runs 7 days a week from Newmarket Terminal to Sutton via Keswick, and Route 51 runs weekdays throughout the town of Keswick. To end off this video, I want to mention one very important thing about YRT to anyone unfamiliar to the system. Frequency is bad, like really bad. On the unimportant routes on weekdays, it's bearable, but just wait until you need an obscure route or it's a weekend, and it is unbearable. For example, last year I was traveling on a Sunday on Route 85 Rutherford, which is a very important route, and had to sprint from the GO station to the bus stop because my bus came early and missing it would be a 55-minute wait, meaning it literally would have been faster to walk to my destination than to wait that long for the next 85. Well, there is just about everything someone needs to know about YRT. I hope you learned something new in this video, and thanks for watching.